Welcome back to the Real List Podcast. How you guys doing, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah, we back. I know it. Yeah, we had to come back and do an encore show for my steadfasters, my alumni. This is a thank you show. This is an appreciation show. This is a I love you show. This is the show that lets you know how much I put uh, into this podcast, into this this thing that this passion project, ladies and gentlemen. This is a passion project. I'm grateful for you tuning in. You see, I'm doubled up right now. You see, I got to thank you to a lot of people. First of all, my little brother Odell for my birthday present about 7 or 8 years ago. It was 2019 when he blessed me with this. He said, "Happy birthday, bro. This is you. You deserve this." And then, I bought a couple of pieces. I'm always infatuated with the because, that's that's interested in wearing the cross of death. The cross is death, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to hit it. I'm here to tell you. Make sure my mic on, because I know when I say certain shit, man, shit happens. Make sure my volume up too. Check my mic. Make sure my volume up on this stuff. Yeah. So I embrace life. I embrace light. I embrace what it means to be who you absolutely are. See, when you're an authentic version of yourself, you have no reason to want to portray or be anyone else. It's not suitable. It's not favorable. And for me, it's not even imaginable. See, when you put the multitude of efforts in the characterizations of yourself. If you want to be a better husband, you can be so, but you have to express yourself truly. If you want to be a father, you just have to be that and stick to your guns and your word. If you want to be a better friend, make sure that when you measure your friendship, you're getting something out of the equation, not to have a friendship to gain anything, but make sure that friend is a real friend. Make sure they can be there for you. Make sure they can understand your trials and your tribulations. And when they act and pick and poke fun of your situations that you feel like you're vulnerable in, that's not a friend. They look at you as a clown. They act as if your behaviors and what you do, they can't identify with. That's strange. We're supposed to be friends, but you alienate me. So that means they're not friends. See, when you can't face the truth, then we can't cross-pollinate. We can't come to a position or realization of truth because you're steady trying to push some bullshit and garbage off on me that I just don't want. That's what you don't understand. That's what you should understand for real. See, the thing is, a lot of people are intimidated by power. A lot of people are intimidated by knowledge. A lot of people don't even want it. So why would you be so intimidated by something that you don't want? And yet and still you need it. But you only need enough to do what you want to do, to get your agenda off. But what if you knew more? And what if you found out the agenda that you had is just not a good agenda? The things that you want to do are not rooted in good. So there's a fair chance it can go wrong, but maybe the thrill is getting away with what you do wrong. So that's why some people don't listen to this podcast. They say it's not for me. It addresses entirely too much of my sanity. It makes me sane. It makes me really buy into being a better me. That's what it should do. But I advise you to listen more to it. If I did, you could do it. If I can become a better version of myself, so can you. I used to be in the streets a lot, chase women. I've never been a dope dealer pusher. My drug was always women, not just pussy either. just to see how you move. Women are walking art masterpieces. They're walking art masterpieces for good and for bad. See, when you look at a woman, you say, how did she become who she is? It's intriguing at every time, especially when they are beautiful, especially when they're beautiful. See, beauty is every man's, that's a man, weakness. But I don't know what today's men, some men like men too much. And I guess that's more of another way of uh, being a combating force against women. Because see, a lot of these bisexual and homosexual men have a very hateful and uncorrected nature when it comes to women. They prefer to beat them, talk down upon them, and some women make these same men their best friends and have kids by them. And that's the same men that treat you dirty. That's the same men that'll give you some shit you can't get rid of. That's the same man that you are so attracted to, but he love his homeboy. One. I want to know why. It's too much. You can't love a man that much. You prefer to be around men. Something's wrong, man. Something's really wrong. I think it's time for really for men to make sure we stay in our homes with our ladies. We start to regenerate proper roots. We start to regenerate the discovery of who we are and implement those things so that it takes root faster. See, when you start to realize the importance of root, and while y'all guys watch this show, something about that. Yeah, he knows how to take root, but you have to double down when you need it to come faster. We have a lot of degenerate nature that we have learned. That's not your true nature. It's the things that you were taught. See, the only thing Black Americans never took root to was hate. That's the one thing we was like, that's just kind of rough. With everything in the possible universe that was allowed to be done to us, we didn't take root in hate. No, we learned how to talk shit real good. And we learned how to see how people, uh, you know, threw their hateful equations off on us. But in some equations, a lot of us did take root to that specific hate, which makes you a Negro head. And that's what makes you untrustworthy as well. Because some Europeans don't really care for Europeans. For the conglomerate overall perspective. Not saying they hate themselves, be clear. But they are very capable and aware of understanding the value, the appreciation, and the awareness of people. That takes an immense amount of intelligence. See, that's why Black people don't really participate in the formulations of hate. But it's a whole lot of people that really sum up us as one amalgamation of people. We don't have any differences. We're just a bunch of jigaboos, niggas, and spicks, and foolish, fucked up people, and they don't even understand how that's not even applicable to us. Do you understand even the royals that were exiled from Europe were the black, most regal class of people And which is why when they were exiled to the Americas, simply because we were the only people on the planet that understood the actuality of nature and truth again, like all indigenous people on the planet. See, in Peru, same issue. When you talk about with my boy the Polynesians, same thing. So some people were able to amalgamate better than others because of skin complexion. See, uh, do you know the one thing that we talk about the majority on every single solitary show on YouTube and on the news and everything is all about skin color, race. It is the one thing that the white man created to perpetuate his existence. Instead of being good, you just wanted to be on top. But without your lies, how many of you would not have made it? See, this show is about thank you to my alumni on this show. They white, Arabic, there are maybe Italian, and all kind of damn races that watch this show. But most importantly, my brethren, the American Indian, the melanated ones globally watching, the African. I love you. I love all Aboriginals, especially ones that look like me, because the ones that look like me from their own lands, some are still, they ain't got their memory back yet, but we will be okay. I want you to understand this. All that beating down and punching down, the reason why I don't participate into that because I'm too tired of seeing my people get beat down and punched down. And I get tired of people not understanding our situation. I am I'm grateful for, the amount of knowledge I was able to retain and that I was able to display, retrieve, and actually put into action. I've had a hard life, but it doesn't mean that my life was uh, so much more harder than someone else's. So, as I tell you, I never tell you that I'm better than anybody. I'm just going to tell you that no one's better than me. I advise you to take the same advice. I give you another tidbit of advice. It goes like this: I'll teach you how to treat me, but I expect you to do the same. Get it? So, a lot of times, and I'll give you a specific example. A lot of times when we're on a job, right, and there's you're in that same parallel circumstances with maybe an Indian or a Caucasian, they feel like they have to take the lead with pronunciating and describing the, the, the intricacies of the project and things of that nature that are not very, and you're like, did anybody ask you to take the lead? See, those are what you would call soft tone supremacy tactics, as if I didn't teach you, or I didn't show you, or you didn't learn from me. And you're going to practice a tactic as if I ain't just show you that shit. You're going to do that, right? Yeah, that's what the fuck, that's what the hell y'all do. And it's like, see, I can't put up with that shit no more. So it's like, I'm going to tell you to your face what the fuck you did. Don't do that. See, I'm always the one that tells a person, regardless of what you think is acceptable around here, you will not be disrespecting me in front of no goddamn body because I'm going to hold you to your cards. Because you got to remember, if you ever take it back to a primitive situation, you have to ask yourself, can you whoop my ass? You can't. See, that's the thing. See, that's the reason why you have to give respect, because you have to remind people from a very primitive space. Sometimes, let me explain something to you why you got that old mouth of yours. Watch what comes out of your mouth, because there are consequences, and there are some things that I don't give a fuck about that you may give a fuck about. But the problem is, some people call foul and victim so fast, they want to put you in jail. They want to take away your livelihood. They want to say that you're violent when they don't even understand the vile shit that they did in their nonverbal and verbal communication and think that that's acceptable because of how they really think. So what we have to be is more articulate, and we have to be more expressive in showing them their behaviors, and don't be afraid to say as such. You have to give them what they gave you. First of all, you're not going to disrespect me because you're out talking me, over talking me. You're practicing your microaggressions. You're being bow, acting like they ain't got no home training. So you got to teach people how to behave nowadays. It's time. You ain't always got to punch people in the face and kick their ass and do none of that. Now it's time to really teach people the shit that they be doing, so they can really sit with themselves. You don't have to worry about them shooting up the place. They may just blow their own goddamn brains up. Because when you understand the vile shit that they do, how they behave, and how they distribute that energy throughout in the universe, like I told you in the previous show, your lies alter the universe. You think it's going into your favor, but see now, all things must circulate. Everything just comes around. And what goes around, you see what I'm saying? Comes around. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. All that shit right there. It's just, you have to understand when to learn again. And half of you already fucking know it. This is not even, you just really have to put things into perspective for real. You have to use your true logic and your true north, not your altered versions. Your my truths need to die. Yeah. All along my truths. Well, my truth is this. Man, shut the fuck up. It ain't but one truth. Long as you get close to the bosom of truth, you're okay. But as soon as you tell yourself the farther away from the truth, carving your little fucking funky truth out, guess what happens? You become delusional. You practice cognitive dissonance. You start embracing falsehoods, and you're not even in connection with yourself anymore because you have floated beyond measure. That's nobody's fault but yours. I hope you know that. I hope you understand that that's not a fabrication. That is true. I won't hold you long. I won't hold you long. I'm about to be finished, but we're about to wrap this shit up for real. This show is not about my criticizers. This show is not about my haters. But I tell you one thing, what this show is truly about is what I had to come back on for you tonight. Is tell you how much I appreciate you so damn much. I don't beg for nothing. I don't ask you for anything, nothing but to listen to my words that may be able to help some situation awareness that's going on in your life. I also ask you to go to the Willis podcast, read, understand what I'm talking about. And if you like that type of awareness and you want that type of, you know, if you represent what I represent, then you can purchase some merchandise too as well. That's pretty cool. Purchase some merchandise of things that you like. I'm gonna keep pushing. And sometimes I know some of you want to be the first. Look here. I'm so grateful to you guys because y'all got me to 4,000 watching. That's an epic fun. I'm damn near that. 3,900 plus and going. You know, YouTube about 5 days, man. I'm so grateful to y'all. You guys are the best subscribers. and you are a great part of my life now. I keep putting on and putting out for you, so I expect you to do the same for me. If you want me to keep on putting on for you, I'm gonna do it anyway. You know that. But if you represent what I represent, if you understand, you're gonna like, subscribe, share, go to realistpodcast.com. Go to download the app. When you download the app, you're gonna go to Spaces. When you download Spaces, you're gonna type in realistpodcast.com. When you download the realistpodcast.com app, you're gonna subscribe, send your information in, and it's gonna come to me personally, and I'll be able to let you in. And can't be no spam shit though. It can't be no bullshit. You have to be a real person. Can't be a bot, because I will deny you and I won't let you in. You know, so I've seen that a lot through my test pilots. I test pilot everything. I've been test piloting for a couple of months. So I get to see who tries the bullshit, even when I try my own bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, thank you guys again for tuning back into the Willis podcast. I thought I was going to get AE in tonight, but he has a nephew with him tonight, so it's all good. This Wednesday night, is this Wednesday? No, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday, man. But yeah, we went again ahead because we went in Monday. You know, our nights normally on Tuesdays and Thursdays anyway. So, but check it out. We will do a part two of the previous show. Yeah, the previous show, Lies Alter Reality. We're gonna do a part two tomorrow with Dr. AE. But check it out. It's been late. It's getting a little late, and I've had a lot of fun with you guys, and I appreciate you so much. But this show is really about thank you to my alumni, people that really get down with the Willis podcast. I'm grateful to you. I practice a whole lot of humility with myself, and I'm thankful to you for allowing me to do such. Thank you again for tuning in. And once again, this is my favorite part of the show. It's where I get down. Come on, say it with me. One more thing. I'm gonna be singing and fucking off with y'all a little bit more too, man. This is an experience, by the way. So we're gonna have a whole lot more fun. We're gonna never get off the edutainment segments of the shows and shit like that. I hope you understand. I will keep educating you guys. That's the love of the love in the heart. That's the game, baby. So yeah, come on, let me get to it. You know how I go down. Come on, say it with me. The world is yours. Be cool, stay up, stay right, and keep that spirit of peace. Believe in you and know the truth.